You're listening to The Manning Report with your host, James David Manning. The news behind the headlines.
I got an email. I get emails regularly from David Koss. You get an email from David? I don't know if you do. If you're on his email list, maybe you get on this list. I'm trying to get him to come on the Manning Report. But he sent out this email the other day. It said the subject was, hello, feel manipulated yet? Well, if I didn't vote for Trump, we would have gotten the hill to beast. A lot of people say that, right? That, we should have, that if I don't vote for, we got the lesser of two evils, so we took Trump rather than Hillary, right? That's what a lot of people say. So David Koss raised the question, said, do you feel manipulated yet that you got him? But here's what he writes. He said, hello, you did get the beast, but of another color. All right, and I've said you got in my subject matter here that Tribulation Trump is Hillary with little hands. But watch this. Beast number one, the hill to beast, was the open, filthy, perverted, immoral, progressive liberal. And everybody agrees with that, or at least everybody with any kind of observation of what's going on knows that about Hillary, right? But watch it. He said beast number two, Trump, was the same thing as beast number one all his life. But said he was against beast one and took on the verbiage of the conservative right to the nth degree. And people ate it up by the tons, these rednecks did. They had been set up to do so by everything beast one stood for, which was everything beast two, who is Trump. Beast one is Hillary, beast two is Trump, stood for all his life. And now said that he was against. All right, this is prolific writing, I think. Let's make America great again. How? By portraying oneself as a patriotic conservative. Then when the emotional hype has gripped the minds of the conservative right till all objective reasoning have been completely lost, wave the homosexual transvestite flag and promote this abominable death style, David writes. Why isn't that beast number one stuff? I mean, no kidding. Do you really think that those in control had turned the reins over to a real God-fearing Jesus Christ promoting Christians? Hello? Feel manipulated yet? Trump's idea of making America great again follows the pattern of the godless, ruthless men who ruled dynasties back in the late 1900s and early 20th century. The Vanderbilts. By the way, Gloria Vanderbilt has just died. We got a news flash that she has just kicked the bucket at 95 years of age. Gloria Vanderbilt is also Anderson Cooper's mama. You remember Vanderbilt jeans and Vanderbilt. She just kicked the bucket just a few minutes ago. Anyway, so the Rockefellers, the Carnegies, J.P. Morgan, these ruthless criminals who stopped at nothing to destroy all who opposed them. Men of reprobate minds who never could be trusted. Trump idolized these men, and it goes on, has a video. I'm going to read this one more time because what David Koss does in this is he says that primarily, so you didn't want Hillary because she was all these things. But Trump's been all these things that Hillary was all his life. They went to each other's weddings and marriages. They supported one another. I'm going to read it just one more time, because I'm trying to figure out, don't people realize that Trump is the same as Hillary? Let's read it one more time. Beast number one, Hill to beast is what he calls it, was the open, filthy, perverted, immoral, progressive liberal. Beast number two, Trump, was the same thing as beast number one all his life, but said he was against beast one and took up the verbiage of the conservative right to the nth degree. And the people ate it up by the tons. They had been set up to do so by everything beast one stood for, which was everything beast two stood for all his life, and now said he was against. I mean, it is absolutely incredible that people cannot see, that the Trump supporter can't see, that Trump and Hillary are the same people. Trump's been this way in New York all of his life. But he realized, and I guess you could call it con man or call the people who support Trump just plain flat out stupid. Trump don't believe in none of that conservative verbiage, all that conservative talk, that the conservative. Trump don't believe in all that, but he realized that if he talk that talk like a con man, tell you what you want to hear, make you feel good, and deliver on none of it. Trump doesn't believe any of that stuff that these people that support him, you get the idea. And you wonder what on earth is going on. Why? I mean, you got the Southern Baptists, the evangelicals. I mean, you better not say anything against Trump in the Southern Baptist Church here. David raises the question, did you really think that those in control had turned the reins over to a real God-fearing, Jesus-promoting Christian? That Trump was a Christian. That got to be out your mind. Some idiot out in Iowa said the other day, well, if we want to, we know Trump we know about his past and we know who he is and all of that. Yeah, we know. But listen, let's say this, we'll tell you this. If we wanted a preacher, we would have voted for. We know he ain't no preacher, but we want somebody who can shake things up. If we wanted a preacher, we would have voted for a preacher. So, but we accept him as he is. So that's saying, here's this idiot, right? This white man, idiot, saying you accept Trump lies. He's told over 10,000 lies. We accept the fact that he's put in power by Russia. We accept that. We accept the power the fact that he obstructs justice. We accept that. We accept the fact that anybody who comes anywhere near him, their lives are ruined. Everybody from Secretary of State Rex Tillerson to Sean Spicer to John Kelly to James Mattis to H.R. McMaster to Sarah Huckabee Sanders, that nobody can stay around this fool any length of time, that he's a lunatic. So you say you didn't want a preacher, but you accept all of that. I mean, the stuff that comes out of these people, it's a tribulation, I tell you. And I know these people, God privileged me to be able to run with these people that love Trump. I slept in their homes. I ate at their tables. I went to their parties. I performed their weddings. I danced at their weddings. I went to their events. I went to their churches. I spoke at their events. I mean, I ran with these church people for 8 years. I know them. I know them. I know who they are. I know them personally. Got 1 million of them in my email. I know these people that support Trump, that say we don't care that he's not a preacher. We don't care that he lies. We don't care that he obstructs justice. We don't care that he colludes with Russia. We don't care that he never said anything bad about Vladimir Putin. We don't care that everybody around him can't stand him. Everybody calls him dumb as a rock. Everybody says he's unfit. We don't care that Mitt Romney says he's unfit. We don't care that everybody now in America and their brother calls him a liar. We don't care. We want him. These white people. I know them. I mean, I ran with them. And they love him. And Trump is worse than Hillary. They both believe that Trump has been a New York con man, casino owner, coochie grabbing liar all of his life. He ain't no conservative. He's been that way all his life, but ran a con game. He told you what you wanted to hear. He didn't believe in that stuff he was telling you. Then he wrapped himself in the homosexual flag. To get them, he actually they're talking about a great con man. I got to give it to him. Trump conned the LGBT crowd. He conned them. He conned them, told Bruce Jenner you can use any bathroom you want, wrapped the flag around him at the convention. He conned the LGBT crowd. Don't a con man. But the LGBT crowd, they done peeped this whole card. And wait until the rednecks, the white folk, the Japheth people find out. But I look at this man and I say to myself, I know these people. And yet, this liar, Trump, he ain't never been no conservative. He ain't one now. He don't believe in all that stuff, them rednecks, coal miners and dirt farmers and pig farmers. Trump don't believe in no pig farmer, dirt farmer, coal miner, redneck. Trump don't believe none of that nonsense. Well, it's not nonsense. It isn't that, pardon me. But Trump don't believe that. But he said he did, so he get their vote. And now that they see that he's a liar, still won't turn him loose. Absolutely incredible. This is a bit of a news blog we do looking at spiritual wickedness in high places for the most part, making some observations about it and giving people a biblical foundation to the way of interpreting rather than have Sean Hannity or Laura Ingraham or Janine Pirro or Anderson Cooper or Rachel Maddow or Don Lemon, Rush Limbaugh interpret what's going on in the world. You come to me and I'll tell you based on what the Word of God says. They'll just give you their worldly, sinful view. But the Manning Report will tell you what God has said, whether to say yea or nay, whether to go or to stay. You'll be led by the word of Almighty God. Come to the Manning Report on a daily basis to interpret the spiritual wickedness in high places, because there's plenty of it that's going on. And so I'm the Lord's servant, James David Righteous Rebel Manning, and I'm here to serve you with news and information.